Good evening, everyone. In this video, I'm going to talk about, can we bind Satan? Angels are very powerful spirit beings, and there are many angels. There is a rank and order among angels. There is a archangel, that is a chief angel, one angel. One does not read in the Bible about there being multiple archangels, because that would mean that there were many chief angels. There's only one archangel, and he's identified by name as Michael. Then you have the cherubs, and you have the seraphs, and you have the lesser ranking angels, who are basically messengers, communicators between God and men. They are executors of God's judgments. They are protectors of God's people. They are the destroyers of evil persons. Now, to show you how powerful one angel, we're talking a lesser ranked angel, is, I'm going to show you something here at 2 Kings chapter 19, verse 35. Here we read, "That night the angel of the Lord went out and put to death 185,000 Assyrian soldiers in the Assyrian camp." One angel destroyed 185,000 Assyrian soldiers. Can we bind Satan the devil? Satan the devil himself is an angel, and I will show you this in a few moments. But he is a high-ranking angel. Here we have a lesser rank angel destroying 185,000 soldiers. As humans, we are not powerful to bind angels. One single angel is more powerful than, in this example, 185,000 soldiers. And I would think that if there were 4 million soldiers or 4 billion soldiers, one angel would not have a problem with even that many persons. Now, with regards to the serpent in the Garden of Eden, I had just mentioned that there's a rank and order among angels. You have the archangel, that's the chief angel, and then you have the cherubs and the seraphs, and then the lesser ranking angels. Now, the one in the Garden of Eden, and we know him right now as Satan and devil, he wasn't called that in the Garden of Eden because he had not become Satan and devil yet. He was known as the serpent. Now, we're told about the serpent, the one who would become Satan and devil. You were in Eden. Satan the devil was in Eden. But as the serpent, the garden of God, every precious stone adorned you. It's very interesting how the prophet describes this serpent, this cherub, this angel. Every precious stone adorned you: carnelian, chrysolite, and emerald, topaz, onyx, and jasper, lapis lazuli, turquoise, and beryl. Your settings and mountings were made of gold on the day that you were created. So the serpent, or this cherub rather, was created. Now, God did not create Satan and devil. The one who became Satan and devil was an honorable and obedient angel at one point in his existence. He became Satan and devil. God didn't create Satan and devil. So as it says here, your settings and mountings were made of gold on the day that you were created. They were prepared. Now notice this at verse 14. You were anointed as guardian cherub. This was a very high-ranking angel, far above the lesser-ranking angels, above even the seraphs, but just below the chief angel, Michael. But this cherub, this serpent, was a guardian cherub. Let that sink in. For so I, that's God, I adorned you. So at one point in the existence of Satan and devil, he wasn't Satan and devil. He was an anointed guardian cherub, that God anointed him that. And notice where he was at. You were on the holy mount of God. You walked among the fiery stones. So this anointed cherub, the serpent, the one who became Satan and devil, was on God's holy mountain. He was favored by God. So God must have loved him dearly to anoint him such and to assign him to the Garden of Eden as a guardian cherub. So it's very important to understand, and many have a difficult time with this. They have a very difficult time envisioning Satan as an angel. They prefer to say, well, he's the devil. Well, yeah, he is that. That's a title. But that does not diminish what he is to this very day. He is an angel. And not only that, he is a high-ranking and powerful angel. He is a cherub. Let that sink in. So he's far powerful than the seraphs and even the lesser ranking angels that even one we just saw there at the Second Kings, who had the power to kill 185,000 Assyrian soldiers. So there's no way that we can bind Satan the double. We can't even bind an angel for that matter. So since Satan the double is a high-ranking cherub, that would mean then that there are angels under him. Does Satan the double have angels under him? Yes. We read about this at Revelation chapter 12, verse 7. Let's go there. We read there that then a war broke out in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon and his angels fought back. So that the dragon has angels, this is Satan the devil has angels, that makes him an angel too, because he has angels. Let that sink in. And so his angels are the lower ranking angels, as he is above them. He's more powerful than they are. So it would take another angel who's more powerful than he is to bind him. And we see that angel here is identified as Michael. Now, who is Michael? Michael can be no one else other than the one that the world knows today as Jesus Christ. Think about this. Before Jesus was sent into the world of mankind, what was he? Was he a man in heaven? No, he became a man when he was on earth, when he was inserted into the womb of a human woman. But what was he in heaven before he was dispatched into the world of mankind? He was an angel. He was God's only begotten son. Angels are referred to as the sons of God. And for those of you who read the Bible, you know that. But what makes the one who became Jesus different is that he was the only begotten Son of God. That is, God created him directly. And everything else, including all the rest of the angelic host, were created through that first Son that God created, the only begotten Son. Everything was created through him. So it would take an angel more powerful than Satan the devil to bind him. But this angel, this chief angel, Michael, is Jesus in heaven. That's his name. That was his name, and it is his name now because he's ascended back into heaven. But before he was sent into the world of mankind, but before he was inserted into the world of mankind, that was his name in heaven, Michael. And that is what his name is right now as I speak, because he ascended back into the place from where he came. So we see here Michael, that's Jesus, that's the chief angel, fighting and doing battle against the dragon, that is Satan the devil, and his angels. Now, if we go to Revelation chapter 20, verse 1 and 3, we see that this very powerful angel, Michael, that's Jesus in heaven, seizing or binding the devil and imprisoning him. Notice this. And I saw an angel coming down out of heaven, having the key to the abyss and holding in his hand a great chain. Again, this is not some ordinary angel. It would take an angel more powerful than this anointed cherub, that's Satan the devil, to bind him. So this angel coming down out of heaven is none other than Michael the archangel. He seized the dragon, that ancient serpent, who is the devil or Satan, and bound him. See here? So the only one who can bind Satan the devil is another angel, but another angel who is more powerful than he is. And there's only one angel that is more powerful than Satan the devil, and that's Michael the archangel or chief angel. That would be Jesus Christ himself. His name wasn't Jesus in heaven before he was dispatched into the world of mankind, but many would like to think that, but that was not his name. The angel told Mary that she would give birth to a son, not give birth to God, but she would give birth to a son, and she would call his name Emmanuel. And in another Bible book, he would be called Jesus. So Jesus was his earthly name. In heaven, he was not known as Jesus. He was known as Michael the archangel. So we see here that Michael sees the dragon, that ancient serpent, who is the devil or Satan, and bound him for 1,000 years. He, that's Michael, threw him into the abyss and locked and sealed it over him to keep him from deceiving the nations anymore until the 1,000 years were ended. So we can see here that Satan and the devil will not be able to deceive the nations in future days until that 1,000 years are over. In other words, during that 1,000-year kingdom of Christ over the earth, being that he will be imprisoned, he won't be able to deceive the nations until that 1,000 years were over. After that, we're told he must be set free for a short time. And I talked about this in previous videos. So obviously, we as humans cannot bind angels. It would take an angel more powerful than Satan the devil to bind him. And there's only one who fits the bill. That's God's only begotten Son, the chief angel, the archangel, Michael himself, the ascended Jesus Christ. This is R. Jerome Harris. Thank you for listening.